Hi everybody, we are sitting down today and we are filming a full new face of affordable makeup from Ulta. So I've got this box full of stuff and we are gonna test it out today. I'm really excited to be sitting down and playing with makeup because I finally got my hair cut and literally I feel like a new human being. I don't know if that happens to anybody else, but when I get my hair done and I get my like blonde retouched up, I feel like myself again. So I didn't have any makeup on this morning because I went to the hair salon like first thing, and if you are blonde, you know that it takes literally forever to get your hair done. And then we'll go in and moisturize a little bit. So I'm gonna be using my Clinique moisturizer. This is my favorite one. I am thinking about switching up moisturizers. I'm kind of intrigued to try like a new one. So if you guys have a favorite moisturizer, leave it in the comments below. Now we're gonna jump into the new items. So this is all really affordable makeup. It is all, most of it I think was under $20 for each thing. So obviously you don't have to get a full face, but you can add new pieces to your routine for a really, really low price. The first item we have is by Revolution Skincare London. This is one of their new primers. They came out with a few of these. This brand is vegan, cruelty-free, and fragrance-free, which I like. This is their Blur Priming Serum. This is like very nice packaging. I'm just gonna take like one pump. That feels nice on the skin. It definitely gives me like a tacky base for foundation. I'm not sure how much it's like blurring, maybe a little bit. That feels pretty nice though. I'm actually gonna take just like one more like half of a pump and try and put it on my cheeks and sort of see if I can blur out the area where I have the most pores here. That's nice. I don't know if it's doing like a whole lot, but we'll see. The next thing that I have, this is new from Milani. This is their Screen Queen Natural Finish Foundation. I picked up the shade 120 Warm Nude. This says it is a luminous natural skin finish, buildable, light to medium coverage, and long wear. So we'll just see how this applies. I like that this has a pump. I only picked up one bottle, so I really hope that this is my shade. This is what the color looks like. It's actually kind of thick. Let's just dot this on the face. This is actually very thick for what I was expecting. For something that says it's like a light coverage. It kind of smells like paint, like the Wet n Wild, the original Wet n Wild photo focus. Wow, where did that go? This shade is definitely too light for me, but we can make it work. I feel like with the first layer of this foundation, it's like gone. Like I feel like it just blended literally all of it away. I'm gonna try putting it directly on the sponge and see if we can build up the coverage anymore. Okay, this is extremely light coverage. This is like really, really, really natural looking. Honestly, I don't even know if it's doing anything on my skin. Like I am seeing like no coverage. So I don't know how I feel about this, but if you're really, really into like a just more of a wash, then you might like this. This allegedly has a digital blue light filter, which is really why I wanted to test it out, because I thought, you know, I look at screens literally all day, so maybe this would be good for me. But I don't really feel like it did anything. Like I had no coverage, and I used like basically 2 full pumps of this, so I just don't know if it's worth it to like go to the effort of applying foundation and then have it look like really get like no coverage. I don't know, it's very, very natural. So if you like that, you might really like it. I don't know if I'm the biggest fan. Let's move to eyes next. So this is the palette, and this was the only thing that was like a little more pricey. I believe this was $25, but I've never tried Bare Minerals eyeshadows, so I really wanted to try this. They just relaunched this whole like vacation themed line, and it's their Gen Nude Natural Oasis eyeshadow palette. I'm not gonna lie, this is a lot smaller than I thought it was gonna be. But this is what the palette looks like. It's actually very beautiful, the packaging. And then you get 6 eyeshadows in here. And I just thought it was kind of like a nice selection of colors. And then we're just gonna dip right in. And the first shade I'm gonna use is this one called Papaya. Oh, there is a bit of pigment. This is a really nice color if you want a very, very light transition shade. But it would also look really pretty on the lid. Okay, and then I'm gonna go into the shade Cabana, which is this like medium brown, and kind of do the same thing with that. These are a little bit powdery, but they blend really nicely. I don't really have a problem with powdery shadows, just tap off the excess and you're fine. These are definitely not like the most intensely pigmented shadows. They're more of like a light wash. You sort of have to build to get the color. But this is going to be a really nice eyeshadow palette, I think, for anyone who likes a more sort of toned down version of eyeshadow palettes. You know, you want something that is easy. I think you're really gonna like this. I'm going to take the shade Sandy Beach and apply that to my lid just with my fingertip. Oh, that's nice. I love being able to find a good matte white or cream eyeshadow. This is really pretty. This is like a really nice, honestly, it's a good vacation palette. When you just have like 10 minutes to do your makeup before you're going out for dinner for the night and you just want something like easy and neutral, this would be nice. It's not the most wild, it's not the most pigmented, but like you don't always need that. I think this is really pretty. I, for fun, want to take a little bit of this green shade, which is called Palm Leaf, and I want to tap that on the outer corner. I just kind of want to see, ooh, that's pigmented. Okay, that's pretty. These are really, really nice. I like these a lot. They're super easy to work with. They are just a little bit powdery, so if you know that you're using this, maybe apply this before foundation, because I am gonna have to go in and sort of clean up underneath the eyes and stuff, but I don't really mind doing that. It's not too big of a deal. And like I said, this is really an easy palette to work with. I think the colors are nice that they give you. I don't know, I think that's pretty. I like that green shade. Like, I would not normally incorporate that, but it's kind of a fun, like, smoky tone that you can add in. Okay, so I didn't get an eyeliner, but I'm actually gonna use this shade in the palette. This is Shimmering Sunset, and I'm just gonna do a close, just like smoked out line near my lash line. That's a really pretty shade as well, and mixed with the sort of green, if you have green eyes, it's really gonna make it pop. It's like a really beautiful purple shade. Okay, now that we've done that, I think we can move to concealer. I got this one. This is from ColourPop. This is their Pretty Fresh Concealer. It has hyaluronic acid. It is dermatologist tested, oil-free, gluten-free, paraben-free, and ideal for all skin types. We will see about that. I got the shade Fair 20N. ColourPop is a great brand. This is so cute. I love the peach packaging, like the peach lid. Oh, I was honestly expecting like a giant applicator because this bottle is pretty thick, but it's just like your normal doe foot. So we're just gonna go in. Whoa, okay. It's pretty peach, but that might be good. I think it's gonna be too dark for this foundation that just didn't show up, but maybe this will give us some coverage. We'll just like beef up the foundation with this concealer. Just add a lot of coverage. That should work. Just blend it in with the sponge. Okay, this concealer is really pretty, but it is very light coverage. Like there's not a ton of payoff. I probably should have kept the eyes a little more like light and natural because it really would have mixed well with the foundation and the concealer. I think I like this concealer. I just kind of might need to layer a little in the inner corner. But I think this would be really pretty for a day where you're just like literally throwing on concealer and going out the door. This might be your best friend. Especially mixed with a more lightweight foundation like this. Like if you're someone who really does not like a lot of coverage, you just want the littlest bit of help you can get, these might be some good products to check out. Ooh, wait, I like this concealer. I like how it looks with the second layer. It is really, really a beautiful color. Ooh, I'm excited. I like this. Okay, really hope it doesn't like wear weird or crease weird. We're gonna just apply some powder now. I could probably leave it because it is a pretty like natural look, but I just want to make sure that it doesn't go anywhere and we get a nice flawless finish. That is a very pretty concealer. I am very pleasantly surprised with that. I will definitely keep testing it out and let you guys know how I feel about it with other foundations, alone, and all that good stuff, but so far so good. All right, we just have a few products left, so I'm gonna finish up the face. We're gonna use this new bronzer. This is from Revlon. This is their Skin Lights Prismatic Bronzer. So this does have a little bit of like a shine to it. I'm not sure how much. This is what the bronzer looks like. It's actually a really beautiful shade. I thought it looked so nice online. It's not like a shimmery bronzer. It just has a little bit of a sheen to it. So I think that's gonna be really beautiful for summertime or even like a lighter makeup day. So we're just gonna go in. It's fairly like lightly pigmented. This one is in the shade Sun-Kissed Beam. So you can kind of be heavy-handed with it and apply. I wasn't sure how I was gonna like this, but this is applying really nicely. And it's a really beautiful tone, especially because I feel like the foundation was pretty light. This is really beautiful. Such a pretty tone, and it adds just like a nice shimmer. It just continues on that like healthy looking skin. It's not matte, but it's really not glittery or too shimmery. That's beautiful. Okay. Next, we're gonna go in with blush. This is from Essence. This is just called the Blush. This is in the shade Befitting. These blushes were literally like $2. So if you're looking for a blush, this might be a great option. Ooh, this is a really beautiful shade. I love a good neutral blush. This seems like it's gonna be fairly pigmented, so I'll try and be careful. They are pigmented, but they actually blend out very easily, so I'm not too worried about that. That's a nice shade. I think there's maybe like 5 or 6 shades in that collection of blushes, so you could definitely find a shade that you like for a very affordable price. That's really nice. I'm pleasantly surprised with how like almost all of these things are turning out. Let's go ahead and finish up the face with a little bit of highlighter. This is by Flower Beauty. This is the Day Glow Highlighting Glaze. This is in the shade Stunner. This is so pretty. I wasn't sure online if this was going to be like a cream or a powder. I should have guessed because it's called a glaze, but it is like that cream formula. It's almost like glossy, if you can see that on the back of my hand. Hopefully it lays on top of powder okay. Ooh, that's pretty. That's a really, really nice highlight. I think this would even look beautiful on a day where you don't have anything else on the face, just natural, adding a little more glow. I think that it moves just a little bit on top of powder, but if you go back in with the wet sponge and blend it in, it worked just fine. This is a very natural looking highlight. I really, really like that. The very last thing we have is a new lip. This is from Revlon, and these are their Shine Super Lustrous lipsticks. This is in the shade Shine. I don't know if it, I don't know. Anyway, this is in the shade number 20. It's a really beautiful neutral nude. Mine did come like a little melted and broken, so they are a very creamy formula. Just be aware of that. These are juicy, oh my goodness. But these are really pretty. This is like my kind of lip product where it's like super glossy. It does have that pigment. This is a nice color. It's maybe like a little pink for the eyes that we did, but that's okay. Yeah, these are nice and they kind of smell like vanilla. Let's see, is there anything else that I missed? No, I think that's everything, you guys. This is the finished look. Honestly, I don't think I disliked any of those products. I think we got away with like a full face of hits. The foundation is super light, but once you add concealer and a little bit of powder, it's actually really beautiful. I think I'll be wearing it more than I thought I was going to. I kind of thought it was a dud, but the more I was doing my makeup, I was like, actually, I really like this. Like, it's a nice, I don't know, it's just nice. It lays nice on the skin. It's not super full coverage, but I don't necessarily need super full coverage every day. I think the primer gave the foundation a nice base to stick to. I don't think it's like super pore blurring. I am going to be trying this again with a more full coverage foundation because that's how it says that it works best. I didn't really realize that the Screen Queen foundation was going to be so light, so I'll give that another try, but I do still like it. And all the powders I really liked. Blush, highlight, bronzer, these were all great. I'm definitely gonna be adding these into my rotation. This might be my favorite bronzer that I've tried recently. It's just so easy to apply and it just looks so nice on the skin. This palette is nice. I think this will be a great travel palette. But also if you're someone who really doesn't have a ton of makeup and you just want one palette that you can just like do day and night and have something fun, you know that you're getting good ingredients. It's Bare Minerals, so it is a cleaner brand. This is a nice palette. Is it my favorite one that I own? No, but I will still be using this. I like the eyes that we did today. Yeah, I don't know, I'm really excited. I think everything turned out well. I was like not sure what I was gonna get because I did try and pick things that were all really affordable so you guys could see, you know, when you're looking to add new pieces, it doesn't have to be a $50 palette or a $30 bronzer. You can get good items. You can get a really nice blush for like $2.99. So hopefully that like helps you guys show some options that are not so expensive and make, you know, adding to your collection a little bit more manageable. That is everything for today's video. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me as always. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, then subscribe so you don't miss any of the new videos that I post. I share 2 videos a week on Mondays and Fridays, normally at 12 p.m. CST. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will be back very, very soon.